All right, we're going to compare three quantities. Now we're going to do ratios in three quantities. Now they talk about this farm here. And on a farm, you got two horses. And here's a horse. Nay. There's two of those horses. I don't want to, forget it. I don't want to draw a picture. Say you got two horses. And you have 4 dogs. And on this place you also have 10 sheep. So how would I write this ratio? Yes?
2, 4, 10.
Yeah, you just write a 2, a 4, and a 10. And then you just got to simplify. What can you simplify all these things with?
2.
You can divide all of these by 2. What's 2 divided by 2?
1.
What's 4 divided by 2?
2.
What's 10 divided by 2? 5. All right. So you get the idea of ratios. So it's, you work them the exact same way as you would with fractions. Let's say we have something like this. They say the ratio of x to y is 4 to 5. So you got that ratio. And you have the ratio of y to z. Now this is the tricky part. Is 10 to 7. So let's say you have the ratio of x to y is 4 to 5, y to z is 10 to 7. They want to know what x, y, z is, that ratio. And you need to remember, when we're talking about ratios, everything, if you're to draw pictures for these, they would have to be the exact same size. Now if I were to look at x, how many circles can I draw?
4.
4. So I'll just draw 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many circles would I draw for y? 5. Well, that's simple. 1, 3, 4. Well, that's so easy. Now let's look at z. Z is 7. But wait a second. What is y?
10.
Wait a minute. We didn't say y was 10. We said y was 5. So how is it? Well, you can't add. What do you add? You can't add these two. You can't change it. Because y has to be 5 circles. So what you're saying is this. It's like saying, oh, let's make this 2 circles. Or we could do this. Instead of writing the number 2, I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces. How many pieces do I have now? 10. Oh, that's great. Did I add any circles in there? No, all I did was just cut them in half. It's like having a circle and cutting it in half. I don't add anything to it. I'm just slicing it. Or having a cake, and I'm just slicing down the middle of it. Now I have 2 pieces of cake. But here's the thing that you need to understand. When you do that for one shape, you have to do that for every single shape. So what should I do with the x's? Yes? I'll just cut them all in half as well. I hope you're writing these notes down. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have 10 pieces now. How many pieces do I need for z? 7. So let's draw. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How am I going to write 7?
Just the half.
Just the half. There we go. So I have 10. I have 7. I have 10. I have 7. If I'm talking full circles, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. So if I were to write x, y, and z, what number should I write down for the x? Yes, Kenneth.
6 or 8.
8. What is y? 10. What is z? 7. So the key idea, that 4 to 5, that was representing circles. That 10 to 7 represented another shape now. What shape did we make it represent? Half circles. So if I'm going to compare, remember, when you compare things, they should be what? They should be the same, just like those problems that you were doing on the board. If one said milliliters and the other said liters, you had to make them the same. If one said feet and the other said inches, you had to make them the same. Here we're talking circles, now we're talking half circles. We have to make them the same. Let's get this rectangle and cut it up into 4 pieces. I need 5 pieces for this guy, so there's my 4 plus 1 extra. Remember, our pieces should be written out as equally as possible. Now this next one is 3 to 1. I can't get a 3 here because there are 5 pieces. So what I'm going to do is just what Kenneth said. I'm going to cut it up into 3 pieces. I'm going to cut them up into 3 pieces. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. What should I do with these pieces? Same exact thing. Cut them up into 3 pieces. Now I got to divide this up into 3 equal sections. So how many pieces do I have here?
15.
I got 15 pieces, yes? Here I have 12 pieces. But I want to group this into 3. How do I group this into 3? I do 15 divided by what? 3 pieces is going to be 5. So I'm just going to group up 5 rectangles. Let me use a different color for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put 1 rectangle around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to group those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. All right, so now I have 3 rectangles, correct?
Yeah.
Well, if I have 3 rectangles for Q, how many rectangles should I have for R? 1. So I'm going to draw 1 rectangle. And how many pieces are in each rectangle? 5 pieces. All right. So how many pieces are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so this now has 5 pieces. So my final answer, P, Q, R, is just 12, 15, and 5. So the main idea, draw a picture and cut them up into equal pieces. That's all I'll say for that. Now, your homework. Page 81 and 82 in your workbook. Exercise 4. Go ahead and work on that right now.